Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is the fourth time I've tried to make this video this morning. Actually, let's redo that. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy weekend morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. I've decided to only do it on weekends now. No, I'm just kidding. That's something that I only, Anyways, bad joke, bad timing. I hope that you guys are really good. Seriously, I've spent the last couple hours of my life trying to learn how to breathe, trying to learn how to talk, trying to learn how to just be my best self for this character that I have for y'all. Mostly every single day, when I'm not completely failing at life. And in fact, I wanted to make a quick fun video. I have a lot to do today. Kind of. No, I do. It's a lot. Not gonna lie. I'll get it done. But regardless, I don't want to waste any more time because I made some really cool videos, and once you know, I'm not gonna post them because I look like something. I look like I worse than I do now. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like that. It's sort of like one of those things. Made a couple of videos earlier, and then my camera did something weird, and then the lights did something weird, and then I'm always doing something weird, I guess. So I don't know. It doesn't really work out for me sometimes. I've been trying to drink this same cup of coffee for like an hour and 15 minutes to kind of give you guys a perspective of what's been going on. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful morning. I hope that you guys are either walking out of a place your best self or walking into a place your best self, right? Either you're leaving that Friday night one stand, or you're going into work on a Saturday morning, or you're doing both. Ideally, you're doing both. You feel me? Take it from this single guy. I enjoy each and every one of the opportunities that I have to spend a little time with the ladies, I mean, especially because I don't have a girlfriend, and because this is a fun video, and I'm going to be talking about all my new friends that I've been making. I've been trying to make this video for like a week now. I made one of these videos last year in the exact same context, within these exact same parameters, right? I'm always talking about how it's tough to get friends when you're old, and I sound like a broken record now at this point because even though these videos are impromptu, I try to more or less stick within the same things that I was trying to get across to before, even when I make mistakes. So, like, even though this might be the millionth time you've heard this kind of stuff come from me, it's also like the 10 millionth time I've heard this stuff come from out of my mouth. So I'm just saying, right? That like last year I made a really cool video when a friend of mine was here staying in town, and that was actually after the longest week of my life, which hasn't been matched so far this year. I mean, the sheer volume of hours that I've worked on set doing things that I love to do has exponentially increased from last year, at least because I wasn't doing much at all of anything the last few years. But I can tell you now that I'm pretty focused, and I've now had an opportunity to make like a whole bunch of new friends. A lot of those new friends have become subscribers here on my channel, and there are many more that I have not even yet told that I do this kind of a thing. I mean, it's a hard sell, right? It's sort of like they meet one person, and then on camera I might be just a little bit more hyper than I normally am. So, just in case for those of you that don't really understand what I do here, it's I do nothing. I'm a joke. I am 37 years old, and I'm setting the bar as low as possible, at least for myself. I despise having to work, in a world that doesn't want to pay anything more than, like, what it costs to get a meal. 2 hours, I gotta go work 2 hours so I can work to get one number two at Chick-fil-A on a day off. And I don't know, 2 hours out of 8 hours sounds like 25% of my workday dedicated to just one meal. That's not to mention like rent or anything at all like that. And I don't know why I keep making those weird sound effects. I think it's just because I'm trying to do some different things with my voice, and sometimes when I'm not doing those particular things, it comes out a mess. True story, recently I was on set and I was asked to do something that I didn't know how to do, and I sure as hell didn't know how to do it still. Attempted to do it and it was the worst thing I could have ever possibly done. I need to learn how to play air instruments. That's my new thing in life. Sidebar, side quest. Albert, get it together. At some point in your life, learn how to play some musical instruments that don't involve banging your head or using your arms and really fast movements and gestures, right? I am a percussionist, if you guys didn't know that about me. Took band in school for a long time. Too long. I was in jazz band, symphonic band, advanced jazz band, advanced symphonic band. I love band, but I'm a percussion guy. So that's kind of, I know how to read sheet music and, compose percussion like things, melodies and so forth. I don't know. I know how to play the drums and I know how to read music, alright? That's what I know how to do. And I know how to read music, like if it's, just like a drum set or a snare drum or a bass drum or a xylophone or whatever it is, you feel me? I can read it and play it. So that's an interesting thing about me. I don't feel like such a loser now. Hey, new friends, I can play the percussion instruments. Who says that and who sounds like that when they say it? Your boy here. Anyways, making new friends at work. Going back to that video from last year, it was a really good time. Last year, I had been involved in a production and we were on set. I was actually like a background player in a show called Pulse on Netflix. I forget I can talk about that now because the show's been out for a really long time and I don't know if I can see myself in it because I've only seen like maybe 8 episodes or so and I'm terrible at looking for myself, I guess. Anyways, that's what I had been doing last summer. And during last summer, during the production of that particular show last summer, I had met a handful of people that are still in my life to this day, and in fact I was able to reunite with over the last 6 weeks or so. Quick little sidebar, and of course I am in character, okay? So again, just that being said, right, I need that to be clear. But the last 6 weeks or so, right, I've been having to grow out this beard so that I can most and best fit the BG part that I am currently, working on. And that's what I've been doing. You know what I mean? I've been growing out my beard so that I can more accurately reflect the character that I'm trying to portray. So that's all I can say about that. It's not a huge deal. It's not even a deal at all. It's just I'm able to be in an environment where I can meet people that have similar thoughts, and it's really it's been a wonderful opportunity. And each and every single day, again, just shout out to my new friends, right? That's all that I guess this video was about. A bunch of like quick personal anecdotal things that I got going on in my life, some quick background information, I guess. You guys get it? Anyways, some background information about me. All right. I'm really, really focused on work right now. Acting is my passion. Okay. Stand up, comedian, public speaking, performing. I like it. I'm trying to own it. Right. I say all the time, I'm here to entertain you. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'd have it no other way. You feel me? Because again, that's what this moniker is. It's me in my best self form, being a character of me in my best self form, trying to get some shit done. You feel me? That's all that I'm trying to do. And it's been an interesting time this last year and a half, and I can't thank my friends enough. You feel me? I almost feel as if like as we get older, at least I know that when I was a kid and when my parents are getting older or whatever, like, it's almost as if they kind of like lost friends, right? Like, I guess like the common like area in life is that when you get old, you lose friends. But like, I'm kind of trying to be on that flip, you feel me? And I'm trying to like make new friends as I become older. And so it's been an interesting time doing that. I mean, again, I look like, some back-ordered issue of a knockoff X-Men, Marvel, DC, Wolverine mix-up, that it was not just a mix-up, it was like a terrible mistake. Anyways, it's been good. The last few weeks have been awesome. It's been a really good time. The only thing that I don't like is my beard, but that's just because I've never ever in my entire life attempted to not shave for this long. And as every second passes by, I set a new record. I don't like my beard. It's just because, like, it gets in the way of doing stuff like eating, or like brushing your teeth, or drinking your coffee, or anything at all that involves putting stuff in and or around your mouth. OMG. Albert, what were you guys thinking? You guys have sick minds. I'm telling you, sick minds. Anyways, I wasn't going there. Were you going there? Where were we going? To continue to talk about all my new cool friends and the fact that we've just spent 10 minutes basically talking about nothing. So my job is done. I'm getting out of character here. Hey, listen, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. Listen, keep giving out those stars and or rainbows and or just points, I guess, that now YouTube has bestowed upon us as creators. I know that I've been frivolously working through my newfound set of allotted star points that YouTube has given me, and now I'm out doling out star points or rainbow hearts or whatever it is, you know. I'm out giving them away. So if you guys have an opportunity and you guys have some of those stars or rainbows or hearts or whatever to share with your boy here, I'd really appreciate it. Last week the channel got like over 100,000 like upvote rainbow heart star things, and I'd really appreciate it if this week we could get even more than that. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because I know I've given them out before too, and it's like you can give out up to like 4,000 or 2,000 or something, or maybe I don't know at all what I'm talking about, but I think that I do. So I encourage you guys to fact check me, and I encourage you guys not just to hit that thumbs up button or the subscribe button, but to just consider giving me an opportunity and throw me out some of those points. You feel me? It really helps out the channel. There's been nothing more that has helped out this channel more than that. You feel me? Like all the engagement, you know, it's like, this is a new metric on YouTube. I don't even know how it works. I've yet to see a video on any other creator talking about it, and in fact, I should probably look into that, because I really don't know what I'm talking about. And like, this is not a joke, but I know that there's some truth to it, and that the channel is doing phenomenal. So I can't thank you guys enough for choosing to listen to this kind of programming, you know, because again, like, I'm just a middle-aged dude, you know. I got little to no aspirations, I guess, just with the exception of ultimately having an opportunity to serve you guys in a larger capacity as somewhat of a, you know, presidential kind of a guy, right? And I just want 4 years, I promise, and then I'm done. Who wants to be a politician any longer than that? Who wants to be a politician to begin with? That's all I'm saying. I say this with such staunch, almost hateful irony, because, you know, I'm kind of explaining me, and I'm not even in character, and this is what makes my life so meaningful, is that I'm towing that gray line between, you know, character and self all the time. It is what it is, you know. I'm just being completely honest with you. So again, I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys have had some luck in your life finding friends and stuff. This was just a silly, nonsensical kind of video. I'm known to make these from time to time, and it could be argued that I make these all the time, but regardless, it is always fun getting on camera. I've been away from the camera for a few days now. It has been a really busy week for myself and my household, and work has been pretty crazy, but I've had a couple days off now, and I do got a lot of stuff to do today, so I better get going. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. All right, take care of yourselves. I'll be back on camera here. I promise you to make more videos. This is like my 4th video today, if we're being completely honest with each other. And I like the other 3 videos just as much as I like this video, except the other 3 videos I can't post because, again, it looks bad. There's not even a joke for how bad those videos came out aesthetically. I wish there was, but there's not. It was that bad. So I'm going to try to stop making humor out of it. It's actually really sad, you know, when I think about it. Anyways, I can't get too too far back behind myself, and I'm gonna start worrying about everything else. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks again for watching my show. Shout out to all my new subscribers, to all my new friends, IRL. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to be as, forthright with wanting to be your friend if I didn't really want to be your friend. So again, hi, new friends. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Going over to a birthday party for a new friend a day before my birthday. So that'll be fun. Haven't done that in years, if at all, ever, So I'm very excited about the near future and all the cool things that I've been doing and that are coming up. And I'm elated, all right? I'm just saying, your boy's got to keep his energy kind of low here because I've already kept it kind of high for way longer than I need to have done this morning. So hopefully I still have some energy to do all this stuff. Thankfully the weather is good and all the fanciful balloon tourists are unfortunately unable to go up into the sky today. Shout out to the Albuquerque weather who's made this beautiful day possible. Because who wants to see 10,000 strangers out in the sky looking down on you like you're some kind of peasant? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just described the balloon fiesta in 30 seconds or so, but whatever. Forget the balloon fiesta. When has the balloon fiesta ever done anything good for this community? I can't think of a time. There's crickets. There's never been a time. There won't ever be a time. Especially because I'm now learning that the DC United Soccer Stadium is going to be built at the Balloon Fiesta Park. So, what? Shout out to all the boomers and Xers that continue to make stupid policy decisions that will continue to impact and reverberate throughout the community for generations to come. Not to mention the fact that Albuquerque taxpayers are about to foot the bill on this thing, and all while we're rooting for DC United to make more money at the cost of us. Again, I love sports, but come on, guys. Priorities. Can't some of you bookies or, addict gamblers, come up with something else other than colluding to just take everything from everyone from sport? Jesus Christ. I hope that you guys have a lovely afternoon. Take care of yourselves, alright? My name is Albert. This is Vlogs About Nothing, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.